Hi guys, welcome to another video. We have a 2010 Ford Focus, and what it's doing is it starts and it stops. So it runs for about 2 or 3 seconds, cuts out. Other garages have had this and we're getting it kind of as a second or third run down the line. They've gone after cam sensor codes, all this kind of stuff. What I'm seeing here is we cleared fault codes. And the first thing I'm noticing when I'm looking at it, I have, sorry about the glare, there we go, I have control module bus off, invalid data received from ABS, CAN bus fault received, receive error, control module. Basically all CAN bus codes I'm getting there straight away. And PATS, bus fault error. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get on the scope and I have a breakout box that I'm just after plugging in here, which we're going to back probe pin 6 and 14. You can actually see him flashing away there, but we'll maybe get a scope running on this and just see what we see and see where we go. But it'll start, it'll run, and it'll cut out. But it'll only do it for a couple, I wouldn't say a couple of minutes, but it only does it kind of momentarily. So after about 5 starts, 6 starts, it's gone. The window of opportunity, we're going to call it, is gone. So I'm not even going to turn the key right now. I'll get the scope set up, I'll get it running, I'll have a look at the CAN issue, I'll start, and then we'll see what we're going to lose. It's probably going to be, I don't know, I have a feeling that it's going to be power or ground going to an engine ECU or something, but we'll see what we're looking at when we have CAN issues. Scope in here, okay? Okay, I have scope connected to the breakout box. I have done a deep record on this yoke, and no, that's not what I want. I'm over. That was brilliant, isn't it? I don't see a whole lot wrong with my CAN signals. Actually, my second channel, I'm just had this thing hopping there now. It's frozen, but my CAN signal, I think, is on a different voltage. But I do see that the first thing I see when I'm looking at it is one is bigger than the other. But that's only just what I've recorded. Actually, we come out of this and we'll record again. You just see what the setup of it. I look, one is on 5 volts, one is on 10 volts. We'll actually go and we'll change her to 5 as well. 10 might have been easier, maybe easier to see. I should have paused out and probably recorded, but anyway, yeah, it's good. But our CAN signal looks, dare I say, quite good. I don't see any discrepancies or anything in it, so I'm kind of happy enough with that CAN signal, but I think my window of opportunity is gone. I started it. I'm looking at the mileometer, odometer here. I don't know if this is from I wasn't recording there, but I don't know if this is from I had the ignition on for a while, and what it seems to be is if I put in a key in the ignition, I'm hearing a clicking going on outside from possibly a relay or something. And off of camera, what I done is I don't know if maybe I shouldn't. I could hear a clicking going on out here. We have one is the engine relay and one was main ignition circuits relay. And I pulled the covers off both of these relays just to see which one was doing this coming and going. It sounded actually audibly like what was nearly happening to my engine. But then when I pulled the covers off, none of the 2 of these were clicking. This is the glow plug relay. I actually swapped my relays around, and after I had done that, I turned the key and it never cut out. But before that, it had been cutting out a lot. So I don't know if I'm after missing my window of opportunity. Hopefully, I don't know, hopefully, but maybe we'll have to leave it cool down again and see what will happen. And if it cools down, hopefully this will come back again. Not brilliant for the repair business because you have to leave it sit there for 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever it may be, and then it's happening again. So hopefully, look, we'll see this happen once more, and I'll hook up to you when I find it, okay? I'm actually after thinking that we'll go along and we'll clear fault codes and just see. Okay, the code scan again. Just a reflection of the lights again. Ooh, right, I didn't. I think I just exited out. Not like a scan without clearing. Continue. Come on. Right, clear all codes. Sometimes the fingers don't be great on these, but if I clear the fault codes, I'm just going to see what I'll have in here once again and see at this point, do we have any fault codes? If we don't have any fault codes, well, we can see very distinctively that the actual problem is not there at this point in time. So I'm clearing the whole lot of back in. It's telling me to switch off the ignition, so I'm just going to cycle the key. Okay, that's good. Just going to see what I find, okay? Continue. Trying to hold it at a kind of an oddball angle to see. Okay. No codes. Start care. Well, I'm going to stop it at that point. I have enough fault codes at that point. It'll save. Sometimes I find it shorter frames are easier, so I pause and I play. Yeah. Once again, just to see. I know this is kind of a long-winded thing. Normally I'd pause out. People probably don't want to be, well, from what I know, they don't want to be standing around looking at this silly stuff for 10 or 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'll pause, I'll wait till this issue reoccurs, and at that point we'll see where we end up, okay? What ended up being our problem, we had only able to pinpoint, I suppose, exactly whether it was that or that, but we changed the engine ECU, the immobilizer, the instrument cluster, and the actual key itself. It's an ECU kit, so we're after putting it into the Ford Focus. Car is running, car is done getting dark, hence I'm inside in the office. But just to show, with the key, the actual chip for the immobilizer is planted down and in there anyway. You can't change, but it's not the key fob bit where the buttons are on the key, it's just in that section, okay? So what we done is, when we got the new ECU kit, we took the blade out of the key, which it pops in and is held in with a little, when I call it a split pin or pin of some sort. There's a little hole just there. Knock that pin out and you can change that. So we put the original pin off the car back on to the key of the other ECU kit we got, and put its key fob bit back on. Everything out of the original car was marked with an X, and this is why we have all these X's sitting around. But an ECU kit in the Focus is only consisting of that, and that. So key, ECU, and instrument cluster. Okay, the car is up. Car's up and running now. At this point in time, they're finishing off. Prognosis probably was a little bit awkward. What you do get is we do get a change in the odometer reading. So we have 186, 745,000 kilometers on it now. But as I said, there is the other key changed around. I'll give it a start just to show what's happening. No faults in there. Mobilizer light comes on. You can see the bright red just there at the top of the screen. It comes on, goes out, car starts and revs. Getting dark, time to get rid of the car at this point in time. It's been here potentially 2 weeks. Sorry, at this stage, coming and going on it, but anyway, fixed at this point in time. Wasn't the easiest in the world because I wasn't able to pinpoint where the fault was coming from. I wasn't even able to see the fault in the CAN bus system, but the joints had been soldered on the clocks, and that was as much as we could do with the clocks. The ECU, I could open it up and have a look in there, but I'm not going to at this point. We're just deeming it as a change the kit, and off she goes. Anyway, car fixed, so another one gone and ready for the road. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk soon.